You're supposed to be my
I mean, seriously, guys, I thought you liked me. What happened? I mean, I know Brizgalov wasn't amazing for us, but look at the goaltending situation now. Alex Stalock will be between the pipes as we enter Division 4 for the very first time. 2 points better than Matt Murray in the high category. That is why he is there. More importantly, though, we also lost the team shot blocking synergy, which gave us a +4 to every player with balance, agility, shot blocking, and durability. So this team has changed a lot. I also made some changes defensively, which could explain the 4-star rating now instead of 4.5-star. Seth Jones will sub in for Aaron Ekblad, and now the third pairing, completely different. Ivan Provorov in for Brody, and Ryan Ellis in for Mike Green, because I figured why not experiment around a little bit and see if we actually have anything with some of these players. Of course, it is a close call in the, comparing Ryan Ellis and Mike Green. They're not too far off, so I might as well see which player I like better. But yeah, what the hell, guys? What did you do to me? Now, if you haven't noticed by the way this video has kind of flowed so far, this is, of course, a post-com as opposed to a live commentary, which I definitely prefer live commentaries, but had some audio issues, unfortunately. Good thing is, now that the computer is back in action, haven't had too many major issues. I think, actually, I can't even really say for sure where the hell the issues come from. But in this first game, we get the nice early goal from Bobby Hull there. And maybe it's not the worst thing in the world for this to be a post-com, because there wasn't too much, I guess, diversity in what I was saying throughout this episode, as most games boiled down to, God damn it, his AI are good, and I'm absolutely screwed. Those were the comments. Aside from this game, though, I said most of the episode, because this game, we actually got the rage quit in the first period. 2-0 was enough to make that happen, so of course, we get the 7.5K pack. As a reward, we pack Brian Campbell, who probably a little bit too weak to fit into our lineup. We get Toby Enstrom, a couple of logos, but then there's the difference maker. Robin Leonard, not the greatest goaltender that we could have packed, but an improvement on Alex Stalock, and he will fit into this lineup just fine. And we do get him between the pipes here for this first game, or for the second game, I should say, after that first game. And this game, oh boy, this game, early on, we traded chances back and forth. He was very, very unlucky to not score on that first opportunity. And I was feeling really good in this game. Unfortunately, Mike Richards missed that gimme him across crease. Bobby Hull can't hit the net. I was feeling really good, but then something like that would happen, where I am currently running the 1-3-1 neutral zone trap. And I like it, except when I'm unable to switch to the last player back, because something like that will happen. As you continue to see my players just swing and miss the net entirely, or get robbed by Henrik Lundqvist. This was fun, though. His Team of the Year, or Christmas Mike Richards. Yeah, Christmas Mike Richards, not Team of the Year. His Christmas Mike Richards poked Robin Leonard one too many times, so we get to take him off the ice. But yeah, the 1-3-1, if you're unable to switch to somebody who's actually on the line, or more preferably, the last man back, your defense can get caught and it can cause issues. So I am looking at maybe changing up my settings again, of course, now that we're getting into the higher divisions, and we're facing teams that are just, full of people with 95+ speed, which in fairness, we could tend to do that ourselves. That was an interesting play right there. Didn't expect my defender to properly come over to the left. We ended up having that guy be wide open as we continue to miss, and Henrik Lundqvist continues to dominate. A quick look at the stats there. Needless to say, pretty one-sided. Are these clips going too fast? I don't know. But the good thing is, once we get back into the action here, start of the third period, we strike early with Mike Richards off the draw. But then, hey, look, there it is, the 1-3-1, as Sami Vatanen lets his player walk right the hell in. And then we weren't done there. Unfortunately, he gets a one-timer from the point. that was deflected in front. That was a very quick turnaround. Scoreless through the first 2 periods. Third period starts, we score extremely early with Mike Richards, and then he gets 2 quick goals. And yeah, more highlights. This is what I was talking about. More of the same. As you can imagine what I was saying in the live comments, Connor McDavid fucks up and misses an empty net. That clip right there is pretty funny too. And again, I'm terrible at post-coms, I'm sorry. Just how he was able to spam and not face any tripping calls there. That was interesting. But as you can see, 29 shots to 10. We lose the game 2-1. Our 10th loss total in the series, which in fairness isn't too bad. But Henrik Lundqvist, I mean, I don't know what the guy paid for him. More than worth it. That is money well spent. And then we jump into the third game, which I was hesitant to play. Like I said, I was feeling really good in how I was playing. I was feeling really confident. And that loss just bugged the hell out of me. It was just one of those losses where you really didn't feel it was deserved. And then we jump into this game where it was a combination of Martin Jones being in goal, but also on the flip side, his computer defenders were incredible. Now, I've said that a couple of times as we get a really fluky goal here with Jeff Skinner. I've said that a couple of times, but seriously, I've never seen computer defenders, or even his forwards as well, as he gets another one-time goal from the point. We're on tight point, by the way. That shouldn't be happening. But I've never seen someone's computers be so aggressive and just so perfect positionally. But thankfully, case in point right there off that face-off, where he was just a heat-seeking missile. Thankfully, we get the big save from Robin Lehner, who overall didn't play too poorly. Only gave up the 1 goal in the first game, and oh my god, that goal. Nathan McKinnon, the hands. But we'll discuss how I felt the new players managed to play, for lack of a better term. Fuck me, I hate post-coms. I really do. I really do. And look at that. The 1-3-1 strikes again, but we get another huge save from Robin Lehner. An incredible amount of pressure from him at this point. Lehner came up big for us now. Whether or not, and again, I try not to influence the top comment, whether or not the top comment is to get a new goaltender, I mean, it'd be nice, but I do have some confidence now in Lehner after his performances in the past 2 games, even though he has, as you can guess, a 1-1 record, as we would pick up the win here. Towards the end, the tilt went my way. I mean, thankfully, I don't think I could have handled another situation where I completely outplay an opponent, only to come up short. But yeah, we were able to rip apart Martin Jones by the end of this game, and we walk away with a very, very comfortable victory. 1 more goal from Gustav. I don't know how he tucked that top shelf, but 1 more goal for us, and that was it. 7-1 final, 23 shots to 11. A pretty dominant performance. 3 stars of the game, and yeah, Movember really paying off now that we have him on the top line. Jeff Carter as well, a pretty good game, and Jeff Skinner still on the 4th line, still performing at a pretty high level. Again, those 3 games out of the way. The good news is after that 3rd game, we did go back to the main menu, of course, and Ilya Bryzgalov sold for 32,500 coins. So after the 5% thing, and once we get the money back for the Rage Quit pack, expect us to have around around 68,000 coins. That threw me off there for a second. But one more quick look at the lineup as well. We'll take a quick look at the stats, but some obvious room for improvement. But overall, 2-1 throughout the episode. Things are looking good. And I will say this too. I am starting to put the next series after this into the works. It will be pretty different from this series, but I do hope to have this become, I do hope to upload this series more regularly. I would like to go maybe 2 or 3 days in between episodes. So get those, as far as the top comment, make sure to like each other's comments as always. And yeah, like I said, I want to upload this more frequently. Not to say I'm still not enjoying it, but the main focus now isn't on competitive seasons. It's not on playoffs. It is to win the Div 1 title, and then we get to move on to a brand new series that I am very, very much excited for, and I think you guys will be as well. But that does it. I hope this episode was interesting. Like I said, as far as live commentaries go, I don't feel like I have much of a flow to them, because obviously I like to ramble, and when I'm sitting here having to talk about highlights that happen very quickly, and I like to, point little things out about it, and by that time we're 4 highlights down the road. I don't know, it just doesn't really, it's not my preferred style, but I wanted to get this video out there again. So happy to be back to recording after my forced break, but 2-1, not too bad. Again, stepping into Div 4 for the first time and playing Ultimate Team for the first time in about 2 weeks. So yeah, guys, as always, that will do it. I think I already said that about 3 times, but that will do it this time for real. As always, like each other's comments. Top comment is what we do. Whether it's get a player, get a center, get a defenseman, get a goalie, hell, you could say get all 3. If we can afford it and it's a top comment, we can do it. Thank you guys so much again for your support on this video. Feel free again to support the video in any other way you deem necessary. Support the channel, support me, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Bourque's Battalion.